Hello everyone, Kristi Beck here with Mommy Interrupted. It's been a while since I've done a video. So much is going on. Number one, I'm really busy at my job, my full-time job, which is great. So that's awesome. Number two, there's a lot of movement, a lot of things transpiring within our cause with to raise awareness for parental alienation, and it's incredible to me to see how everything is actually coming together, and it's kind of starting with tomorrow's kickoff of Kash Jackson's Restoring Freedom campaign 2016. Tomorrow he'll start his cross-country journey to going from capital to capital to raise awareness. So it starts September 1st tomorrow in Washington State, and it's going to end, not fully end, but the culmination of that piece of it ends September 11th in Washington, D.C. at the state capitol, nation's capital. He'll be going state capitals and ending in the nation's capital. I will be flying out to be there on September 11th, along with a few other people that I know are joining Kash. I know Thomas Fiddler will be there with the Fathers' Rights Movement. I believe Linda Moore, also with Fathers' Rights Movement and Grandparents' Rights, will be there, and many others. So this is a shout out to any of you who are on the fence and unsure if you can attend. I highly encourage you. This is the time. The time is now. This is our opportunity. This is our moment. There is a lot of momentum building, and Kash is raising a lot of, he's drawing a lot of attention, and we all need to work together to support him and to come together and unify as a movement, whether you're a mother, father, grandparent, sibling, even if you're an alienated child. I highly encourage you to go to restoringfreedom2016.com, as well as on Facebook. They've got there's a website, or you can go to my Mommy Interrupted radio show. I've shared quite a bit on there. I believe I shared the schedule of his events, which could potentially change, but as of right now, it details where he'll be along the way. So, you know, from the September 11th date, my understanding is from there, then he's going to be heading to Purdue to speak to presidential candidate, Libertarian presidential candidate Gary Johnson, and raise some important questions on a national stage regarding Title 4D funding and how that impacts the child support and the family courts. And so there's a lot happening, and that's just one thing. There's something else that's going on that I'm participating here. I'll be taking part in. I can't yet announce it, but September 12th there's going to be an announcement. And I mean, in between the Racing Family documentary, I'm trying to think of Yaya's documentary right now, and I'm recording this and I don't remember. I know it's War something, Yaya McLean. For the Love of Eric, Rod McCall's book with his book with I believe Melanie is the author of that book. And so his book, I believe, just came out today. So that's something else that's happening, that's raising awareness. He's utilizing the tragic loss of his son Eric to raise awareness for parental alienation and get laws changed. And Wendy Perry and Rob Perry are working on a documentary for the Love of Eric. You know, there's just a lot of momentum, and we need to stick together. We need to unify. We need to speak articulately if we're going to be speaking to the press. You need to live your power, not your story. So if you're in a place of where you can't get to that higher level to realize that we, you know, I don't mean higher level, but I mean, we all have gone through stages. And so if you're still in that place of grief, despair, anger, bitterness, which is understandable. So I don't mean to, I'm not in any way meaning to say offend anybody, but we as a cause need spokespeople who are going to advocate for our children and for family law reform, and come across in a way where we're talking about our children and family law reform, and not so much about our personal stories. I mean, that's going to come into it, but to affect change, we've got to really go from a next level up, which is the big picture, which is how this is a national issue. It's not your right, you know, for them to, you know, our constitutional rights are being violated left and right. Our children are being taken away from us, kind of legally kidnapped with the court's approval, and then, you know, those of us that do lose custody end up having to pay child support, which is kind of a form of extortion. And then when you're not allowed to see your child and there's no actual good reason, I think it's disgusting. And then on top of that, when the child support amounts are so outrageous and out of line and out of whack, many people, fathers, mothers, are unable to pay the child support amount that's ordered, and they've gone, you know, I have a few friends who have had this happen, Carlos Rivera, of course, being one of them, and he's got his radio show, In the Best Interest of the Children, on WLINY. You know, he spent 6 months in debtor's prison because he owed so much back child support. My friend Therian, same thing, he owes back child support and he was arrested. Granted, it was 11 days, but this is an epidemic, and, you know, the time to speak up and make a stand, take a stand, use your voice is now. This is it. So please, I urge you, I encourage you, please share this video. Please go to Kash Jackson's, you know, the Restoring Freedom 2016. Support the Father's Rights Movement, because Thomas Fiddler and the Father's Rights Movement is helping to coordinate this on the backside, and so is Patrick Glynn of Walk for Lost Kids, who I'm also affiliated with. If you know, please share this. Please do what you can to support. I don't know if there may be a funding campaign set up already to help raise funds for this, but importantly, another thing that needs to happen is he is requesting for letters that he wants to hand deliver. So you need to write your letters of your story and send to Kash Jackson. I don't have the address here, but it's on the, I think probably on the Restoring Freedom campaign page. If not, you can contact me and I'll try to get you the information. But it's been really busy, and like I said, there's a lot happening, and it's for the positive, I hope. The more exposure that we can get, and the potential to attract media attention with what's going on is huge. So I am grateful to everybody who is putting in long, hard volunteer hours to make this happen. And if you're able to join us, at least at the Capitol, if not before, if he's in your state, Salt Lake City, you know, if he's in Utah, Colorado, wherever it is along the way, show up, support him. So anyhow, that's my piece for the evening. What day is it? August 31st, 2016. Tomorrow again is September 1st, and that's the day that his Kash Jackson's campaign kicks off. So I guess I don't really have much more to say aside from our children need us, and don't give up hope. Stay strong and just keep your faith. And until then, do what you can to get rid of your fear and to speak up, because our children are kind of held hostage and prisoners right now, and they're not able to. So anyhow, sending you warm sunshine wishes from, right now I'm in Scotts Valley, California, but the Santa Cruz area, and I look forward to meeting any of you in person along the way, and definitely to standing at the Capitol on September 11th, which is also a very important and tragic day in so many people's lives. So take care. Stay strong.